Hello everybody, it's me, it's PokemonTripHD. Welcome back to some more Dragalia Lost content, and in today's video, I'm going to go over the version update for update 1.16.0 that releases on January 26th at 2020 at 7 p.m. On 2020. You know, 2020 is just so weird having to say 2020 now. It's really weird. Anyways, I'm going to discuss update. This has it's honestly not a lot of content, but the content that is included in here is very important and very big, mainly for High Dragon Trials. So I'm going to kind of discuss a lot of High Dragon Trial kind of speculation and about the future of it in today's video. So that's going to be the main gist of it. The rest of it just kind of nice touches that the update provides. Something I want to mention is that this update occurs on January 26th, which I'm assuming means, if you guys don't know, the current banner ends the 22nd at 10 p.m. This is, of course, all Pacific time. 22nd at 10 p.m. So I'm assuming we're not going to get the Monster Hunt event right after that. I think we might be getting the Monster Hunt event maybe on the 28th or something when the automatic update occurs. If not on the 28th, maybe 26th or something. I think we're getting the Gala in between. You know, as soon as this current banner ends on the 22nd, I think we're getting a Gala for 4 or 5 days. And that's going to take us, or maybe a Dragon Special, one of those two, and that's going to take us to the Monster Hunter event. That's just kind of my speculation on that front. But anyways, let's discuss the update. Actually, before the update, sorry. A new Interlude, which is pretty good as well. Again, on the 22nd, as soon as the banner is done, we're getting this Interlude, which really supports the fact that we might be getting a Gala. Also, Gala, Harl, I mean, I don't think we're getting Harl. Harl is probably not going to join our team, but interesting that Harl is here. I might be getting a Gala Luca, a Gala Leaf. There's a lot of possibilities for Gala. Gala is this month, so lots of possibilities for Gala. We'll see who we can get. Again, it says you're looking forward to seeing what's in store for the Princess Friends. Again, this is the first time they're doing a sort of interlude thing, so a lot of hype to see what this interlude is actually going to be about. It's probably not going to have too much content, obviously. It's also not going to be fully voiced, I believe. I think they shared that on Twitter. It's not going to be fully voiced, so my hopes aren't too high for it, but I am looking forward to it. I'm excited to see what it's actually going to provide for the story. Now to actually discuss the update. So again, automatic update on the 28th of January. We will be getting a tenfold then. A couple info there on the updates. Non-modified, blah, blah, blah. Tenfold voucher, though, which is good. Again, tenfolds for every single update that we're getting. Now, let's talk about the new stuff in the update. First of all, new revive feature. This is huge. Now, it says, I believe it says only certain quests, or where is it? There's a limit where aim should fall 0. I'm going to revive in certain quests. So I'm not sure which quests you can revive in and which quests you cannot revive in, because it says HMS Expert, and it shows that you can revive an Expert. So you can at least revive an Expert, but maybe you can't revive in Master. Like, that's the part I'm not sure about. Expert for sure you can revive. It says it literally right there. But maybe in Master you can't. If you can revive in Master, that makes Master literally a cakewalk, because if you die, you literally just come back to life, and there's no, like, you can run double DPS prints on, like, your range units and on everybody and just die in the beginning and then come back to life and just win it. It's going to be super easy clap. You know, mainly for HMS Master, since that's, I feel like, the hardest one. You know, High Jupiter Master as well. There's a couple other harder Master quests for High Dragons, but, you know, I don't know. They're all kind of difficult, I guess, if you haven't done them. But I don't know. It depends what quest. You know, if you can revive in, like, Agito Expert as well, that's going to make that an absolute cakewalk. I'm assuming you can't. These are the things that I assume you can't revive in. I think in Master High Dragon Trials and Agito Expert, you will not be able to revive in. Maybe even like Expert Chimera or something, like those high-end Void battles, will not be able to revive in. I like started really bad there. You will not be able to revive in those. But I don't know. Like, I think those void battles are not super important, where if you can revive, it's really not going to matter, because that's just something you grind anyways. It's going to help for autoing it a lot if you can just revive in it. You just run a bunch of DPS prints, because if you die, you just come back to life. I'm also guessing if all 4 players die, you can still revive, because they didn't say anything about that. There's a limit to how many times you can revive, though, so I'm assuming maybe you can only revive twice, which is what this thing says right here. You can revive twice. Special rules, you cannot continue, which means you can't, like, revive yourself, I guess, which is weird, because you would have had to waste Wormite to revive before, but now you just automatically revive. Again, if you can revive in Master, Master is going to be a cakewalk, but I'm assuming Master you cannot revive. I'm just kind of repeating myself at this point, but yeah, this is going to make Expert ridiculously easy. There's a lot of people who actually quit the game because of not being able to revive an Expert, so hopefully you can revive an Expert. I mean, obviously you can revive, sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying. You can revive an Expert, but hopefully not Master. I feel like if you can revive a Master, that's going to be way too easy. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who quit because, again, Master is very difficult. Maybe they want to revive in Master. I feel like they're really pushing the fact that Agito is going to be the end game content and not High Dragon Trials. That's what I'm seeing from this. That they're really pushing Agito and not High Dragon Trials. Because at the moment, Expert High Dragon Trials are so easy. Whereas Master High Dragon Trials they're either super easy with a pre-made group, or you're not getting the clear at all in pubs. So that's really what it is. I feel like the two coin flips to those High Dragon Trials. And there's a lot to say about reviving. Survival bonus, so of course you were going to want to not die, but if you die and you still get the clear, for Expert, if you die, just reset, but Master, if you can revive, Alligator Expert, if you can revive, might as well just play through it. Shows the rewards right there. Of course, these are just additional rewards, I believe, just like a survival bonus reward. Information about reviving, select the menu, blah, blah, blah. This is, of course, once it releases, you can do that. Now, you can invite players to join your alliance. This is cool. I feel like doesn't really help too much, though. Everybody should already be in an alliance, so yeah, it says you can invite only the alliance's leader and an officer can invite other players to join. Of course, you got one leader, one officer. You can do that. Again, I don't really feel like this is that big because, again, the main thing is, like, people are probably already going to be in an alliance unless you're a newer player. I guess for newer players, it's going to be good. Of course, you can even invite players who are already in an alliance, but why would you leave an alliance? That's trader style. You have to wait 24 hours anyways, so yeah. There's also, this is a big thing, a new mentor bonus feature. If a player who has already cleared an Advanced Dragon Trial on Standard or Expert difficulty clears the quest with a player who has not cleared it before, they will be able to receive a special mentor bonus reward. Note the mentor bonus does not apply to Prelude and Master difficulties. This is pretty big. Now, this is great for older players and newer players alike because, again, newer players will be able to get carried by the older players, and the older players will be able to get something for carrying the newer players. However, you have to realize that this is only for a player who has not cleared it before, which is going to be very rare to find a player who has not cleared Standard or Expert High Dragon Trials. It's not for Master, again. It's only Standard or Expert. It's not even for Prelude, only Standard or Expert. Again, I feel like the hardest part is going to be finding a player who has not cleared it to actually do this with. Again, you got to do 5 of them on Standard, 3 of them on Expert, and I think you still have to use your wings and stuff to do that. And it says it resets each week, so that's a lot of Warmite each week. But I just feel like it's going to be hard to find those types of players. That's going to be the main thing that's difficult for newer players. I think this is great, though. It's going to incentivize those older players to go back to those easier content and help players out who might have not cleared it, since, of course, those older players can definitely carry the newer players. There's also new stickers. This is nice. I love to see new stickers. They're also adding an extra thing. I think it's down here. Various co-op rooms, blah, 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 blah. Right here, the number of sticker pages will be increased from 3 to 4, which is probably the biggest change here because there's so many nice stickers I want to have. And now that they're increasing the sticker cap, that's amazing. Stickers are the real Dragalia Lost content. Anyways, these stickers are actually pretty useful. Like the CO one's pretty nice. Time for a break's pretty nice. Shapeshift now is pretty nice. These directions are, of course, good. Something I want to mention is that also Ellie's so cute in this picture. Something I want to mention is that there's a diagonal arrow. So I'm assuming we're going to get every single type of arrow since it only shows up and left here, but it shows diagonal down here. So I'm assuming we're getting all the directional arrows. So there might be some other stickers that aren't shown here that we're also getting. Again, we'll have to wait till once it's actually released what kind of stickers we are getting. But these arrows are probably going to be super useful to tell your team where to go if they're maybe not familiar with a fight, or if you're trying to help the newer player, or even if you're just trying to remind somebody like an HMC, the whirlpool, you're supposed to go to the left, down, diagonal, whatever, something like that. You might want to show that, or like a bubble. Again, sorry, I'm a little bit sick still, just a little bit. Anyways, there we go. New stickers are great. Not gives advice in Advanced Dragon Trials. This is only for Prelude and Standard Dragon Trials. Again, this is good for newer players if you don't really know what to do. It's going to say, gather up everybody, you'll be safer together, which is going to help the newer players, again, gather up so they actually know what to do. Again, here's another big thing. They're making Advanced Dragon Trials kind of trivial at this point, extending the time limit to 10 minutes. It is no longer a DPS race. Of course, there's still some where it is going to remain a DPS race, mainly High Zod. Since you can run healer, but the most popular strategy is quad DPS. High Jupiter as well kind of fits under that category, quad DPS. Those are kind of the two that I feel like will not change too much. However, HMC, HMS, and HBH will no longer be a DPS race. You can just run full-on survivability, and you can live all the attacks. You will eventually get that DPS. You have literally double the time limit to reach the DPS. Again, this is going to make Advanced Dragon Trials just absolutely easy. And it says for all difficulty levels of Advanced Dragon Trials. If you remember in the previous ones, I say like, oh, this is only going to be for Prelude and Standard. This, they say all difficulty levels. That is including Master. Master is going to be increased to 10 minutes. This is going to make the harder Master Dragon Trials absolutely trivial. Now, I still don't think you're going to be able to revive in Master, but the time limit increase to 10 minutes will make it ridiculously easy. Expert, you can literally just run survivability prints and you will eventually get the clear. This is going to kind of create a new meta. It's going to shift the meta a lot, actually, when it comes to Master Dragon Trials, because now you could just play for survivability and eventually you will get the clear. Also, that's Stream Captain. Eventually, you will get the clear for DPS. Like, you're going to reach the DPS. It's no longer a DPS check. It's all about surviving. That's pretty much all it is. Also, units like Yuden and Mim and units like that, which get better over time as the fight goes on, as they shapeshift more, will be very, very strong. Shining Overlord units will be very, very strong, especially with these 10-minute battles now. Now they say main campaign normal quests will cost 0 stamina for the first clear. This is great for newer players. It's not going to cost you any stamina to do the entire campaign on normal, which is amazing. You can literally play through the entire campaign at your own speed whenever you want to, which is great. Here's a bunch of special events for newer players. New treasure trade tabs, which is interesting. Tabs based on reward type will be added to the treasure trades to make it easier to find the rewards you're looking for in the treasure trades, such as treasure trade for void battles where there are many types of rewards. Again, I don't think it's really that difficult at the moment, but I guess it's going to help. Hopefully, it's going to make things a little bit easier. Some other changes here, issues fixed here. Nothing really big except here for newer players. This part that I highlighted right there. The single summon is going to be a tenfold, I believe, which guarantees you 4 stars to normal tenfold. And then after the tenfold, you get to pick what adventure you want as your 5-star, which is, again, great for newer players because you can just pick. I would probably say Ezlith is the best adventure to pick right now out of all of these, which is hilarious. You went from like the worst to the best to pick out of all of them. If not Ezlith, Xander's another great option. Mikoto is good. Mikoto's up here. Mikoto is good. Hildegard's fine. There's a lot of good options there to pick from now. I'll probably again say Ezlith is probably the best. A couple other things, and that's just pretty niche. But yeah, that's this update. Again, Advanced Dragon Trials are going to become very trivial, I feel like, at this point. They're really pushing Agito for endgame content rather than Advanced Dragon Trials. That's what I feel like, at least. Of course, Agito still has Master to come out, so they're probably pushing Agito. There's, of course, 4 other Agito difficulties also to come out, which will eventually release. I'm assuming maybe we're getting another one next month. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Again, that's everything for this update. Let me know what you guys think about this update in the comments down below. Are you excited for Monster Hunter? We didn't get any Monster Hunter news in here, but they have been posting a lot of news on their Twitter. Berserker's armor looks beautiful. And that's everything for this update. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, and until next time, have a nice trip.